another bookish video. I have been wanting to do the 24-hour thing for a while, but mentally, I don't think I can take it. But I know there's different ways you can do it, so I am going the easiest route. Because I don't think I can take the whole 24-hour thing. I pretty much just want to see how many books I can read in a 24-hour time period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a little TBR type thing for this video, and then I'm going to have a timer on my iPad. I'm going to set it at 24 hours, and then as I'm reading, I'm going to have the timer go. Anytime I stop reading, I'll stop the timer. So it's not going to be a consecutive 24 hours. I am obviously going to push myself to read as much as I can. It's a little after like 2 p.m. right now on Monday. I'm hoping to get at least 8 hours in today. I don't want this to take too many days, like 3 tops. So thinking average 8 hours a day for 3 days. I am in the middle of the Poppy War right now. I'm really loving this. I'm on page 255 of, I think there's 527 pages. This one is going to take me a while to get through. It is a fantasy, and I read fantasies pretty slowly. This will be the book that I will start off with, and then I'm going to pick probably 5 more just to be safe. I think I can get maybe 4 done, but I'm not sure because I've never done this before. I want to stick to kind of simpler, maybe like YA or mysteries or shorter romances. That way it's kind of easier for me to just be able to focus on and easy for me to get through, because I am so bad at focusing on things. This is going to be rough. I know this is probably so easy for some people, but I literally... ugh. So let's just pick some books and get it started. Why am I doing this to myself? Okay, here's my beautiful cart. Give me some room, thank you. How many did I say I was gonna pick? 5? Alright, so I'm gonna add A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Crazy that I haven't read this, so I need to get that out of the way. And then I'm gonna do The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This one's only, it's a little over 300, so hopefully it won't rot my brain too much. So we got 2 mysteries. Let's see. I'm thinking, okay, I might pick The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, because I really want to get this off my TBR. I'm afraid I won't like this though. I think I have high expectations for this book, and I am gonna go in and maybe be let down a little bit, and I want a book that I know I'm gonna like, but I'm just gonna put that on there. I think I'm gonna do Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I wanted to save this until September, but I really want to read this, so I'm gonna do this one. So that's 4 books. Should I do Caraval? I think I should. I think I should start another series. Okay, we'll go with this. They may change. My mood may change. Oh god. It's crazy to think that I might knock that many books off my TBR in a few days. But life is crazy, so yeah. I don't know what order I'll do these in. So we have the rest of the Poppy War, which is, I think I have 270 or 280 pages left to go. And then I picked A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, YA Mystery, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. We have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. And then I picked Caraval by Stephanie Garber. So yeah, we have 6 books that I could possibly knock out. Well, 5.5, I guess, in 24 hours. We'll see. I'm very curious, because it's like, usually a book takes me a few days to get through, but if I only count the time I'm reading it, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, here's my TBR. I'm trying to push this off as much as I can, but let's just do it, guys. I'm like, there's literally no way that I'm about to read all these books. Maybe. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, this lighting is god-awful, but I have to update, obviously, because things have happened. So, as you saw, I lost power. It was around 10 o'clock, or no, maybe at like 10 or 11. I have no idea why. So, that kind of put me off. I was going to try to read until 2 in the morning. Obviously, I couldn't see, so that was not going to happen. I think at that point, I had read for almost 5 hours. And then this morning, I woke up and then I had to work and get my orders done, which I got more than I anticipated yesterday, so that took a few hours. And then I didn't start reading until noon today, so it's now Tuesday. But I finished The Housemaid, and then yesterday, you saw I finished The Poppy War. I was on the last half of The Poppy War. I gave that book a 5 stars. It was really good. I loved the writing. I'm glad I liked a fantasy that had a lot of politics and that was war-based, because I'm honestly not interested in that stuff at all, but I wanted to go out of my comfort zone and see if I would like something like that, and I did. So I'm very happy that I liked that book, and I want to get the other 2 books in that trilogy. Yeah, that book is basically just about this girl named Rin, and she comes from like the bad part of their region that, you know, everybody judges people from there, and she is a foster child, and her parents are trying to give her away to a guy so they can get help with their crimes, because her foster parents are committing crimes. So she wants to take this huge test that can lead you to this academy called Synagard, and she just really did not want to be married to a man. She didn't want that life, so she took this test, obviously passed it. That's the point of the book. Then you find out just her journey and what happens to her, what she is, and her abilities. So it's super interesting, and I like the characters in the book. I think it was a very well drawn out story, and apparently it was her debut novel, which is amazing. So Poppy War, 5 stars, and then I started The Housemaid, which at first, that book is split into 3 parts, and the first part, I was obviously hooked on the book from the beginning. That was a super fast read. I think I read that in 2, maybe 2.5 hours. Very fast read, very fast paced, easy to read. It was a book where you don't want to put down because you just need to know what happens, which is what I like about mysteries. You pick up a mystery and you can finish it in one sitting. So I read that until the power went out. I think I was 100 some pages in. The first part of that book, like I said, I was hooked at the beginning, and then it kind of was just going downhill for me. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be a 2-star read, but honestly, part 2 happened and it picked up, and I was like, alright, like, this is crazy. Because part 1, it was just, you know, pretty much the same thing, and you're wondering if that story is gonna stick, and then there were almost 200 pages left, so I was like, I don't know about this. But once I found out that there was a part 2, and then it like completely changed, and you find out what happens, or the concept of what was going on and what is going to go on, it got super interesting, and then it brought me back into the story. So I'm glad there was another couple parts in that book. But I don't know what the second book is about. I don't know if it's the same characters and if it's a continuation of the story. I'm assuming it is because of where that book left off. It's got to be kind of the same concept, but you're gonna have that background that you know going into the second book. So I might have to get that one and read that. But now, let me check what hour we're on. I think we're like 17 and a half hours left. Yeah, I have 17 hours, 35 minutes, and 45 seconds left. And it's 2:18 on Tuesday. So I am going to start the Midnight Library. This is only 288 pages. Shouldn't take me long to get through. I don't know if I want to sit at the park and read because it's just a waste of gas, and gas is expensive right now. I had to leave the house anyway to do things, so I figured I would just bring my stuff with me just in case I wanted to read, but I'm kind of bored already. But then I'm going to be bored at home too. Those are my updates for now. We'll read the Midnight Library. Hopefully I'll get through this in the next few hours and then start and finish the next book. And then I think I'll have 2 books after that maybe. I don't know where I'll be hour-wise or time-wise. I know the Poppy War was going to be the book that took me the longest to get through, which I think the last half of that book took me longer than the whole Housemaid book. Okay, I'm literally sweating my ears off. I have to go so I can turn my air back on, and I don't know, you'll see me read this book probably at home. Time for book 3. Here we go. I'm having a great time. Okay, my battery's low. I have to do this fast, but I need to update you guys. I keep forgetting because I'm just trying to read, and I hate this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like doing this. I gotta stick with it. I have like 9.5 hours left. It's Wednesday now. I think if I didn't have anything to do and I had a lot of free time, I could do it. But I'm just like, I don't want to anymore. Time for updates. I finished 2 more books. Also, I don't think I said my rating for The Housemaid, but I gave it a 3.5 stars. And then after that, I read The Midnight Library. I gave this a 2 stars. I didn't really like it. Basically, this is about this girl who doesn't want to live anymore, so she tries to end her life, and she has a lot of things happening to her that very last day. So it's kind of like a countdown until she does that, and then after she finds herself in the sort of limbo between life and death, which is the Midnight Library, and then she's able to see her regrets and choose different lives that she wants to see how they would turn out. And the concept is cool. The way that it was, I don't know, because when she went into these other lives, it was her, and she wasn't like looking from the outside in on what her life could be like. I just think that I would have preferred it that way, but since she herself was going in them, she kind of didn't really know what was going on. She had the idea, but then either way, it's still her and her headspace that she was in that night before everything went down. So I don't know, obviously, you know, if you aren't liking your life anymore and then you're seeing all these lives, you're gonna still be in the headspace and have the same feelings that you have in your actual life, if that makes any sense. I just wasn't really a fan of this one, so I gave that one 2 stars. And then I went into A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I gave this one a 4 stars. I think this was a really well mapped out mystery. The only thing was that the whole high school character, I really liked Pip as a main character. She's obviously very good at what she does, but I think for it being in high school was kind of a little intense, but that didn't take away from the story. I don't know, I just feel like it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't realistic because obviously it's a book, it's fiction, but it just seemed weird that a high schooler was doing all this. I really enjoyed it. I liked how everything played out. The ending wasn't too crazy or too shocking. A lot of the characters in here that she was talking to were very cooperative, which is also kind of weird and a little off-putting to me because I don't think that would actually happen in a mystery if you're trying to like go back and dive into what happened 5 years ago. I'm not sure what the second book is about. If I should read the second book, let me know. So now we're on the 5th book, and we're starting Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is gonna be hopefully just a nice, easy rom-com to get through. And then I think I'll have time for one more book. I might have time for this one, another one, and then a little bit of a 7th book, which sounds crazy. I don't know, just the fact that I've read 4 books already and since Monday, oh my god. My head is fried. I don't know how people do this in one sitting. You guys are superhuman. I don't think I could ever do that, so don't get your hopes up. It's work. It definitely is. It's a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, let's read some more.
If I could ever turn back time and do it all again, you know that I would. You know that I would. And if I could live it every night and do it all again, you know that I would.
I just finished. Guys, this book is so cute. We're at, let's see, 5 hours, 47 minutes left. We can do it. I love this. This was my first Lynn Painter book, and now I want more. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. It was adorable. I'll talk about it more. I just want to get this done. So I'll wrap everything up after the next book. Almost there.
Wishing I had a little more time, thinking how all the years kept flying by, flying by. I'm awake in the middle of the night. I knew that everything would be alright, and if I knew what the end would feel like, it feels like if I could ever turn back time and do it all again, you know that I would. You know that I would. And if I could live it every night and do it all again, you know that I would. You know I would. 'Cause I got no regrets, no regrets. Looking back, looking back.
I need another book.
On a train with nobody else. 'Cause I got no regrets, no regrets. Looking back on what's left, that's the wood. You know I would.
Thank God. Good night. We're free. It's over. That was slightly rough. So I did it in 3 days, which was my goal, so that's good. Met that. I have to give you updates on the books that I have not updated you on yet, and then we'll wrap it up. I finished 2 books yesterday, and then I had to start another one because I had like an hour and a half left. I told you I liked this already. I gave this 4.5 stars. Yeah, this was really cute. I was like reading it and wanting it to be a movie. There was one line that mentioned To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I actually really love that movie. I like that movie more than the book, and I kind of just wish that this would turn into a movie because I think it would be a cute little YA rom-com movie. This is about Liz and Wesley. They live next door to each other. They kind of have been feuding. Liz wants, did I say Liz or Lynn? If I said Lynn, I meant Liz, but sorry, I just woke up. I'm still tired from reading. But Liz's childhood crush actually comes back. He moved away. He's back now. So she's trying to use Wesley to get her in with this guy that moved back because he's kind of friends with him. They end up spending a whole bunch of time together, become super close friends. Story goes on from there. But I really enjoyed this. I thought it was super cute, super easy read, and I want to read all of her other books now. So there's that one. And then I read Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Guys, I didn't really like this. Gonna give this a 2-star. I thought the concept was gonna be different, and I didn't enjoy it like I thought I was going to. I thought it was gonna be like a fun game type of thing, and it really wasn't. It was kind of darker and had a lot of darker elements in it for YA, and I was expecting a lot of interaction between players that were playing this game, but really we only focused on the main character and her issues, and the game was kind of set up for her, which, I mean, if you've read this or you read this, you will know that. I think I was just expecting something super different. I really didn't think there was much that happened during the game of Caraval. I didn't enjoy it. It didn't hit it for me. I didn't really like any of the characters. I don't know. Now I'm sad because I wanted to get the rest of the books, but now I don't know if I want to continue the trilogy. That was that book, and then I had to start another one, and I started the one with Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. And this book is literally almost 670 pages, which, what in the world? But I got to page 83 of this book. This is a football romance. It's not bad so far. I'm enjoying it. It is fast paced, so hopefully the length of this book won't be too bad. So now I'm gonna figure out how many pages that I was able to read. So we kind of got through, I'd say, almost 6 books. I started off with The Poppy War. I was already halfway through this, started on page 255. So I read 272 pages of this book. 5 stars, love this, can't wait to continue this trilogy. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Gave this a 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. The first part was just kind of a little bland to me, and I would like to read the second book in this, so maybe I'll pick that up soon. But this was 325 pages. Then it was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I gave this 2 stars. Didn't really enjoy the execution of the concept of this, and this was 288 pages. Then I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I gave this a 4 stars. I thought this was very well laid out mystery. Just think it was a little weird for the whole high school setting, but it didn't throw me off too much. I really like the main character in this, but I don't know if I'm going to continue this series because I feel like it all got wrapped up. I don't know what the second one is about, so I'm going to have to read what that's about and see if I want to continue on. But this was 387 pages. Then we got Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, 4.5 stars. There was just one issue. I can never get past like the conflict in YAs when the main character is just, they end up being so immature, which, I mean, it is high school, it is young people, but I don't like it for some reason. I just can't get past the whole teenager like freaking out and losing their mind on a parent, and I just don't like that whole concept. But the rest of this book was absolutely amazing. Love this. This was 349 pages. And then we read Caraval, 2 stars. Thought I was gonna like this, but I got kind of bored, and I didn't think that there was as much in this as what could have been in this. A little disappointed, but this was 401 pages. And then I had to continue on, about almost an hour and a half left, so I read 82 pages of Walla Winnipeg and Me, a little football romance. Guys, there's literally no way. 2,104 pages. That's honestly insane. Holy crap. Wow. Let me see my average star rating for all these books. So my average star rating was 3.5 stars. Imagine how many books I can get done if I did like a 24-hour thing every other week. I'm not going to be doing that because I don't want to. It's very interesting to see how much you can read if you time it. Like, this took me 3 days and I finished 6 books, which would take me probably around half a month to get through all of those. I did pick kind of shorter books and ones that I knew were going to be easy to get through. Fast-paced, YAs, mysteries. You know, obviously that made it easier for me. And I almost wonder if it's easier to just try to stay up for 24 hours and get it all done, because at that point it was like I had things to do, and then it's like, okay, like I gotta get this stuff done and then I gotta read to get my time down. It wasn't too bad. I didn't feel like I didn't want to read because all the books were fast-paced and easy to get through. I guess that's it. I'm just gonna wrap this up because I would like to be done with this video. If you watched, thank you. If you want to do a 24-hour reading challenge, readathon, good luck. I'm giving it to you because you're gonna need it. I don't know why my brain is this fried. I didn't even like pull all-nighters and stay up. The latest I stayed up to was 2 in the morning, which is pretty late for me, but I don't know. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video, whatever that may be. See ya.